My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to the Bazaar. We're playing as the big boy. The big boy what left. I've been playing a lot of Pygmalion Bard. Now it's time to play Pygmalion Himbo. I kind of get that vibe the entire time, regardless, TBH. Briefcase, every 4 seconds, deal 30 damage. That's not really the strength of it. When you sell this, gain 2 spare change. Also not really good. This is great as an item you buy and sell when you have additional value from selling those spare change. ATM, every 3 seconds, gain shield equal to double your income. When you buy this, gain 2 income. And Tusked Helm, every 10 seconds, deal 15 damage and shield 15. I'm gonna take the ATM. I really like having early income. Toughness, your shield items give plus 12 shield. First responder, your leftmost heal item gives plus 36 heal. Or critical protector, your shield items have plus 9 crit chance. And here I'll take toughness. I like the idea of trying to run with a build where I get to generate enough shield fast enough that I can hit the enemy in the face with like a spiked shield or something like that. I want to do a build like that, but I haven't really been on good pace to do builds like that recently. Buckman sells medium and large items. Immediately I'm thinking of Fixer Upper as a possible pickup. I'm thinking of things that would really take ATM off board, unfortunately. But there's also a lot of damage choices in medium item. Okay, I've got to go for this. Yikes. We see Beast of Burden. When you buy another item, this gains 10 damage. It activates every 10 seconds. I have ATM. When you buy this, you get 2 income. Am I really a Beast of Burden? Am I really doing this? It's when you buy another item. So selling another item is so much easier to do because you get given a lot of free items. When you sell those, you still get the trigger. You have to buy an item to get the value out of this. However, I should also probably consider, how big does this bad boy get? Beast of Burden. When you buy another item, it doubles every level. So it gives you 10 or 20 for the second level silver, 40 for gold, and 80 for diamond. You could definitely just get this to large enough that it bops the enemy in the face. All right. I don't think I can do it right now, but yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, sure. Bananable and Haunted Kimono. Bananable is definitely the... Haunted Kimono has Silk, and Silk is going to be relevant in this run, possibly. Okay, let's go to the Haunted Kimono. Bananable had the possibility of giving me a Duct Tape, which would be benefiting from the additional 12 shield. So it would say, every time you use an adjacent item, shield 17. So I'm putting that next to the ATM and getting 17 additional shield every 3 seconds. Not bad. Pretty good, actually, in fact. But... Silk, when you sell another non-weapon item, this gains shield 5. The idea here is that if I'm buying a bunch of things for Beast of Burden, I'm also selling a bunch of things, so Silk is probably getting larger at the same time. Beast of Burden, I also think it counts picking up results from shops as buying. Results from fights, rather, as buying. As long as they're not a skill, I'm pretty sure. So if I buy this, I should get 10 damage on that Beast of Burden. Yeah, I didn't really buy it, but I did get it. Actually, Guard Locker, a small shield item, that's also gonna count. What? Cosmic Amulet this early? I didn't even know that was possible. Every 8 seconds, shield 50. When this gains haste, your items gain 3% crit chance for the fight. Get a small tool, middle. If I'm honest, I'm gonna go small tool and get something I can put on the board. Hatchet, when you get this, when you buy this, get a spare change. I get it, I get a spare change. Beast of Burden does 40 damage every 10 seconds, that's still not much. So ATM, every 3 seconds shields for 26. Okay, so I think it actually shields for more than the Cosmic. I think this is our field at the moment. And if I want to sell scrap for the sake of the ATM giving us some additional shield, I think that's possible, but I don't want to do that. Right, Drosse. I don't want to do that because I don't know if I'm keeping the ATM for long at all. ATM is just income for me. Ooh. Immolating Spark, your leftmost burn item has +8 burn. Thankfully, I've got shield, so shield is capable of cutting the damage from that burn in half. But that burn is growing. I suspect I lose here. Yeah, the Sandstorm would have had to start a lot earlier. Damn. That'll happen. A lot of the time, the first day is pretty much a toss-up.
That was impressive.
Andy sells small items. There's a recycling center for a non-weapon item. I'm going to go to Andy.
The brain. Mind is highly concentrated.
Bandages. Every 4 seconds, heal 5 and shield 17 because of toughness. So I'm definitely taking bandages.
That suits you beautifully.
I'll roll and take rewards card. Whenever you visit a merchant, this and the items left of this gain value.
I mean, excellent choice.
I wonder if I should buy and sell those other 2 small items. It's 20 damage for the Beast of Burden for the cost of 2 gold right now.
Be remorseless.
Gain 2 experience so that I can get closer to my next scaling. Mittel is here, who I'll be forsaking so that I can return the crate. I don't think I'm on pace to beat Borea. Tent City Mare could be really good, though. Let's fight Tent City Mare. Tent City Mare in particular is really nice here because Tent City Mare has augmented weaponry. When you sell a small item, a weapon gains 2 damage. There's also Dog here. When you sell a small item, this gains 6 damage. That, admittedly, Dog would get about as big as Beast of Burden really quickly. And Dog is also activating every 6 seconds and is also only 2 size rather than 3 size. That said, Dog scales significantly worse as it levels up, whereas Beast of Burden doubles its growth gain every time. I'd be pretty happy to get Sharpening Stone. It's 10 to pick it up and then another 6 damage to sell it for the Beast of Burden.
Not all Jabalians are pacifists.
Got exactly what we're asking for there. Kina sells non-weapon items. Yes, please.
Discounts for peace.
Model ship is really good. When you use an adjacent item, shield 10. I can increase its shield value with the scrap as well. Definitely taking model ship. I'll even field it and then increase the shielding it gives. I'm leveling up when I move to the next position, so I'll be capable of fielding 2 additional items on top of this. Honestly, it's actually probably just going to be ATM on the other side of the model ship. Washiwali. It's Uwashiwali. And it's that because I'm about to level up. Guess I'm gonna get the 4 gold from 2 spare change and then upgrades. Sadly, I missed out on an additional one I could have gotten. Let's rotate those. This now goes on board. There, that, there, that. Okay. So the ATM activates every 3 seconds, giving us 26 shield for itself and another 26 shield from the model ship. And then the Iwashi Wali Bird activates every 4 seconds, twice, giving us 52 shield from the model ship, as well as 20 healing. And then the Beast of Burden is just here to do damage after all that. So Sharpening Stone can be sold for that. I'll upgrade the value of spare change as we move into the next store. Kev's Armory. Health, toughness, and shield items. Yes, please. So here's a frustration. Spiky Shield's just turned up. Deal damage equal to your shield. Also shield 5. I kind of want to get it and hold it. Embrace it gently against my chest. I just want to know, like... Can I field it? Right now, if I take Fixer Upper and Spiky Shield, tomorrow I replace the Beast of Burden with Fixer Upper. I then have another property, so the Iwashi Wali Bird's attacking again. I have 2 more spaces when I level up, and I take the Spike Shield and put that on field then. That's the barrel I'm looking down at the moment. Cosmic Amulet doesn't feel like it ever comes onto this board. Unless I end up with a perma-haste solution just because of something. I can't almost imagine what. Let's get the Fixer Upper, let's get the Spiky Shield, let's open ourselves to the possibility of transitioning into these kinds of things, but I'm not going to do it yet because it's definitely weaker than what I'm currently running. I want my shield to be able to scale higher for Spiky Shield to really be that impactful, I think. Hell hath no fury. Oh, this one has a little fury, actually. They've won 1 fight and lost none. That's, a pulse rifle, which is adjacent to your only friend. Because your core is there and it has friend tag. Yeah, that's a lot of damage that does. Thankfully, I shield a lot. I'm actually going to win this fight. Despite left-handed, for 24 additional damage on a pulse rifle that's got its full 3 multi-strike right now. This is enough of a shielding build, and the Beast of Burden is cutting away at the enemy's shielding consistently as well. Alright. I totally imagine that was going the other way. Man, chest is there. There's also Pole, I think. Yeah, it sells large items. There's a couple things I'd like to see at Pole, but again, we're in the very early levels. I haven't got a full board yet. I'd love experience. And he sells small items. Nufu sells skills. Let's go to Nufu.
You have great potential. Let me train.
You have plus 100 max health for each non-weapon item you have. Right now, that's 300 max health. That's actually really significant.
I care little for gold. Your enlightenment is my reward.
Unfortunately, Beast of Burden does attack very, very uncommonly, which makes fighting the eccentric Etherite much harder. Because she's capable of just gaining the big numbers and then hitting me in the face. I think if I, like, put on Spiky Shield and... maybe bandages. I think with this, I would be able to do enough damage with the Spiky Shield to get through that fight. I feel pretty confident about that. Let's make absolutely certain the Eccentric Etherite has stuff that I care about, though, because she is related to shield, right? That's, like, huge. Your shield items have +6 shield just across the board. She has, oh, the worst version of toughness, so I can't get that. A silver tier toughness when I already have a gold tier. Can't get that. However, she can give me force field, which is another deal damage equal to your shield kind of item. She also has scrap, which is great. She also has rigged, which is great. She has barbed wire in case I wanted to scale without having to put the spiky shield on field right now. Up against Rogue Scrapper. I mean, Rogue Scrapper has a lot of those as well, but less experience and less gold, and I don't care about last dude at all. Alright, Etherite. I think I can beat you. The main problem is force field attacks every 4 seconds, which is twice as common as my spiky shield. I just need to have enough damage to clear out all of the shield that she can generate in 8 seconds when my spiky shield does go off. And thankfully it looks like it's capable of that. She does have scaling via the barbed wire, but it's very, very minimal. We don't have any scaling, but our impact is significantly larger on the board.
Didn't care.
Great run.
You seem
Ah.
like a nice person. Maybe too nice.
So force field activates every 4 seconds to do that thing. I think I wanted this not to be a shield run, or rather I did want it to be a shield run, and then I pivoted away from that because I got Beast of Burden. But I think it's time to get rid of the Beast of Burden and focus on a force field. Get loot. Absolutely get loot here. Take those, pop that on fields. There's certainly some slot difficulties here. And Spiky Shield is nice because it can do this at 1 less size. So I'm gonna keep things up in the air as to which I'm ultimately gonna end up using. 325 max HP. Honestly, I don't think I lose with that, but I think probably significantly more impactful would be for loot items. Yeah, we get cooldown reduction, we get shielding. Get some crits. I'm not going to sell the cooldown reduction just yet, because I don't have to. I might be able to benefit more from it in the future. Mountain Pass, that's income, but Kev's Armory is health, toughness, and shield. It's literally the perfect items for me. Model ship. Let's get an additional 10 shielding out of that every time we use an adjacent item. Ganjo is here. I can't fit things that aren't themselves giving me shielding on the board at the moment. It is scaling, but it's not enough for us. There's the spiked shield upgrade. I'm going to think about this for a second. Spiky shield. Do you get better as you get upgraded? So spiked shield just increases the amount it shields you for from 5 to 15 to 30 to 50. If the spiked shield is actually doing all of your damage at late game, like when it's built around, the difference between it giving you 5 shield and 50 shield is almost nothing. So if I'm not fielding it at the moment, I don't think I have to upgrade it. But how soon am I likely to relent and take force field back off? It's 4 gold to have a very strong secondary option available. This just activates twice as often. That's very big. I am going to take it.
Moving up in the world.
I might regret that later, but it'll be okay. Bronze tier skills, Quetzal sells medium and smalls. I still have stuff off to sell myself. Let's go to Quetzal.
You're huge. Do you have any huge items?
Jewelry, marbles, and crystal bonsai aren't what we were looking for. Yeah, exactly. I was looking for income and upgrades to things I already have. Gonna get rid of cinders.
Take it, I guess.
And the reward card, I'll pick up a model ship. Additional 20 shielding every time we use an adjacent item. Do I get a cash register? It's early enough that cash register is a lot of income for us. However, it demands that I sell the spiky shield I literally just bought.
Midsworth says I have to trade even when I don't care.
Sometimes you gotta make decisions, you know? I think we're in a good place. Oh, yikes.
Are you sure?
Sorry to see that, USA.
Noticed?
USA has been defeated every round so far. That's a really good pickup when you use a non-weapon item. A weapon gains haste for a second. They only have one non-weapon item. Oh, no, hang on. Pop Snappers is a non-weapon as well. They have enough damage to actually cut through my shield, which is really nice for them.
My crew says at the bar. Another round.
But it's also actually not enough to do it.
You can learn a lot from losing.
Sells heal and regeneration items, upgrades on Uwashiwali and bandages. There's also the possibility of finding Bushel, but Bushel then suddenly puts so many other demands on my board. Like, Bushel realistically wants me to take model ship off the field, bandages off the field, cosmic amulet off the field, put vineyard and bushel on, and then replace the force field with a spiked buckler again. Let's hit up a mountain pass for some income. I want to keep that high. Economic seminar? Sure. 2 economic skills. I'll be selling the fixer-upper tomorrow. Give me the hatchet, which I'll bury, and then I'll take money tree. I'll sell that after I level up, because it'll give me a benefit when I do. Retiree. Every time you heal... Hang on, Deadly Crooner, do you have anything I care about? Retiree has a skill, every time you heal, gain 3... your shield items gain 3 shield for the fight. Deadly Crooner... Deadly Crooner has a scrap that I care about. It's a diamond tier scrap, actually. But I'm gonna go for the retiree. So definitely best hit here would be the extreme comfort pickup. When you heal, your shield items gain 3 shield for the fight. Anything that gives me the ability to start scaling my shields. Right now, this is all really good. It's doing like a nice, really static effect, and it's largely based off of the model ship being as big as it is.
It's all about motivation.
Dang.
You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Succulents! Every 4 seconds heal 2. This permanently gains 2 heal when you do it. As soon as I take that, it's also going to level me up. I'm going to use the insect wing to get the cooldown reduction. Then I'll take succulents. Then I'll level up. Immediately gaining a spare change from the money tree. Landlord! 7 gold for each property you have, and I have 3 right now. Ooh. 4 income would take more than 5 days to beat Landlord here. I mean, income is also good for the ATM, but I'm definitely going Landlord. Kev's Armory again. Health, toughness, and shield items. I now have a full board state, so I'm not going to go to Lost Crate. I'm going to Kev's Armory.
He's pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
Might want some armor.
Shielded dog. Every 6 seconds, deal 10 damage and shield 60. When you sell a small item, this gains 3 damage. It's cool. I'm gonna get a gold ATM here, which is going to, boom, increase my income by 3, as well as now it's shielding for triple our income, so 48 each time, as well as 60 because of the model ship. Good to see. Let's roll there. Shielded ice cream truck. Extremely non-viable. For this build, that is. Freeze an item for a second, shield 90. When you use another non-weapon item, charge this for a second. Jabalian Longbow and Tuskhelm both understand they're not for this build. Going to Nufu for skills. It's good, but like all the skills I really want either aren't available yet or aren't likely to spawn yet. I'm going to take Healthy Lifestyle and just get 5 regen.
I do not teach violence. I teach mastery over it.
Cash Register is going to give us money at the start of the day, so I'll get rid of the money tree so that I can actually pick it all up. Assassin. Ooh.
Big for you to steal. My people.
All right, buddy.
Boring.
All right, that's an Awashi Wally bird. You've got Lemonade Stand and weights. You're going to be scaling from that. You've got damage coming out from Jabalian Longbow. I'll win this fight. The enemy is scaling, but they're not healing or dealing damage to my shield anywhere near fast enough to not die to my force field.
Chasing you. No hard feelings, right?
Silver skills from Argenta. There's a lot of silver skills I care about. That's 2 income at the moment. Invest in yourself. Really appealing, but I will go to Argenta. Gain 1 income for each property you have. I think that will count the ones in my inventory, so I think I get 2 income from that. First time I use a large item each fight, heal 20% of your max health. I do use large items. And additional 100 max health for each non-weapon. Another 500 max health, I think, is really hard to argue against. Irma sells heal and regeneration items, relax or lost. Great. Now it's Irma. I have enough value.
I love everyone.
I don't think I can ignore the bushel. Here's the reason. The real way to get like a lot of value very, very quickly is to bypass cooldowns. And so model ship is bypassing cooldowns. That's what it's doing here. When it says use an adjacent item, shield 60, model ship doesn't have a cooldown. The other items do, but they just trigger this effect. Same with bushel. When you heal, shield 10, and it is possible to get a ridiculous amount of heal triggers with this character. For 4 gold, I think I just take that and hold it. Restorative Succulence, this probably says you heal twice as much, but it's every 4 seconds 1 healing trigger. It's not really where we get the shielding from this.
Feel better.
See, as soon as you're using the bushel, it says when you heal, shield some amount. That amount could be used to deal damage via a force field, but also you could just use Kukri. When you heal, this gains 10 damage for the fight and get a bunch of heal triggers. That's why bushel really, really probably doesn't want to be in this build. I'm going to take Kukri. I'm not intending to use it right now. But there is definitely a world where we suddenly see Vineyard and, like, putting Bushel and Kukri on the field instead of, like, Cosmic Amulet, Model Ship, and Force Field, with Vineyard as well, suddenly becomes infinitely better in terms of survivability and damage. It's really going to be hard to turn down that Model Ship, though, when that happens. That's going to be a tough corner to turn. I'll have no problem defeating the Gorgon Noble. None of those enemies really had items that I was interested in. Gorgon Noble, probably most of them, with experience. single experience from a vial of blood. I'd happily take Petrifying Gaze to freeze all enemy items for a second when I get below half health.
The mouse.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win.
Basilisk Fang.
Not against me.
When you poison, this gains 10% crit chance for the fight and has lifesteal. Poison is just not that common here, so I don't really expect that. So I get a free upgrade right now. Force Field is going to be difficult for me to upgrade just because it's not from my character. So the first upgrade would be 30 additional shield to it. So every time it activates, 30 shield, 30 damage. That's the benefit that it's giving otherwise. In my inventory, I have a cash register. I could get more money out of that. Basilisk Fang has more damage and crits faster off of poison, but I'm super unlikely to put poison into this build. Cosmic Amulet's also really not good at this build either. Let's see what Cosmic Amulet would upgrade to. What if it gets incredible on its next level? Shields for 100, and when it gains haste, it gives your items 5% crit chance instead. Nope. I think the one I feel the least conflicted about including... I mean, Fixer Upper I'm definitely going to sell for money. I feel like the one I'm least conflicted about including would be the cash register for money. Another option would be Model Ship. And Model Ship as a choice here is basically the choice to keep myself alive for a while longer.
Moving up in the world.
Because I don't need to replace this model ship for probably some time yet. Chocolate bars, 150 max HP from there. Yeah, I'll happily. Economic seminar again, please. 2 economic items or skill. Yikes. Not really what we wanted there. Hogwash every 4 seconds. Heal equal to 4% of your max health. When you heal 5 extra max health that fight. I'll be selling that. We got a reasonable amount of money out of that, to be fair. So I paid 4 and I got 8 back in sale value. Not incredible. Razmuffin.
Are you sure?
I have enough shielding at the moment that I think a burn dually could still have trouble with me. This is half burn. Realistically, this is a friends build. This is using Companion's Core to haste other friends 2 seconds, and every time you use another friend, you charge the Companion Core. And then all of those haste triggers are giving Monitor Lizard stacks of 5 poison to me, and also First Aid and stacks of 20 healing to the enemy. The thing is, unless the enemy also deals damage to take down my shield, I'm just going to hit him in the face with a force field after I build it up and win the fight.
Oh, don't let this get you down.
4th win, that's a chest. Woohoo, we're doing it. Work at the docks, go to Prospero for economic items. 150 max HP from snack time isn't bad either. I have so much HP. I really have like a ridiculous amount of HP for this point in the game. And I have so much money. All right, Prospero.
Hello, my friend.
Yep.
Now that's
We'll upgrade our cash register. I was pretty sure that was going to be a play that I was making when I came here. Cargo shorts.
Investment, Mr. Pygmalion.
2 crit for the entire board is nice. 20 max HP, reasonable 2. It's the sequel to reasonable. Chocolate bars. Middle sells medium items. Small shield item from Guard Locker. Small shield item would be okay for replacing Cosmic Amulet, but a lot of the small shield items at the moment are complete garbo. Middle sells medium items. I really want to just focus on getting as much HP as possible, because I think I have a good enough scale right now that if I just have enough HP, I win fights. Does Zookeeper have anything I care about? He almost never does. Zookeeper, when you use a friend, poison 1. Yeah, that's really not our build. Trash Golem has some grenades and such, not especially relevant there either. Loan Shark has stuff that's relevant to us. Specifically, Power Broker, your weapons have additional damage equal to your income. There's an ATM here, which I don't think I can pick up because I have a different quality of ATM, but that might not be the case, I'm not certain. This enemy does have a lot of good damage scaling, so I could definitely see how this fight could have overwhelmed us. And it was starting to get there.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Shark Ray, when you haste, this gains 25 damage for the fight. In a world where I'm hasting everything, I would love to be able to field that. Leftmost shield item gains 2 shield per level. I'm gonna go the economic item. So many of the economic items in this set. I gotta look at what is tagged as an economic item because a lot of them I'm like, this counts? I mean, I can see why Crystal Bonsai counts because you can get additional value out of it by putting it on the board, but no, I'm not gonna do that. So does it count? I'm discounting it mentally as being one. Specialist. If you have exactly 1 weapon, check. Your shield items have plus 10 shield. That's pretty good for us.
My skills are not weapons. A blade can prune a garden.
Zara. Bold under pressure. The first time you fall below half health each fight, haste your items 2 seconds. Tall buildings when you use a property. Haste adjacent items 1 second, and alacrity. First 4 times you crit each fight, charge an item 2 seconds. I'm definitely taking tall buildings. It's haste for the force field. The force field is now going to activate every 2.9 seconds. However, I also want to put something else adjacent now to the ATM. The ATM is also going to haste enough to make whatever I put there yeah, to make whatever I put there activate as fast as the ATM otherwise would have. We do now have haste triggers. I don't think it's enough to put a Shark Ray on the board, but like, we do now have it. Admittedly, I probably need to get rid of Shark Ray soon, but I have 3 spaces for my cash register to pay out, so I don't need to do it yet.
You do see these tusks, right?
I'm sorry, buddy, I'm gonna have to murder you. A 65% crit chance with lifesteal on a katana that's doing 116 damage. I just don't think that's gonna be enough. When they have a stunning strike. They froze an item for 8 seconds. Wow. That was very effective in the start there, freezing the force field for that long. It only delayed rather the inevitable, friend.
That was invigorating.
Small items from Ande. Working at the docks. I don't need the coin. I'm gonna go to Andy and look for some choices here.
Toward good taste. You're a smart one. for
We-
your size.
We take rewards cards. Monocle, shield equal to double your gold every 6 seconds, shield 100. I mean, it's better than the Cosmic It's a lot better than Cosmic Amulet for us. Sure.
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
I almost never get to field that item. It activates 2 seconds faster, and it gives us more shielding. And also now I can sell Cosmic Amulet and that in order to gain even more shielding. Pearl's Dig Site. Find any item in the bazaar.
You
I'm
look like
looking.
a hardy one. Need some work?
Anything that is surprisingly synergistic is what I'm looking for. Shovel, not really relevant. All of these are quite low level. Venom, when you use an adjacent weapon. Poison 1, no thank you. There's a choice. Clockwork Blades. When you sell this, reduce your item's cooldowns by 2%. I don't want to, like, dig super deep and get absolutely nothing and walk away with no money. So 2% cooldown reduction.
Who were the
That's enough.
people who left these things behind?
302 max HP right now from getting 10% max health, I think, is really impactful. Very large. And I'll be going Treasure Turtle here. Treasure Turtle has Seaweed? No, what am I looking for from you? Genie Lamp. Treasure Turtle also has a Gold Toughness. So I could upgrade my Toughness from here. Cosmic Rock. Upgrade another item that I already got rid of. Don't really care about it. Sergeant Suds, don't care about you. Turtle. Am I not turtly enough? Let's find out. Hunker down would be good too. First time you fall below half health each fight. Shield equal to 30% your max HP. I got a lot of max HP. Get him, Force Field!
Believe you'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
Bag of Jewels sells for 12 gold. It's worth sells small and large items. Study for an experience. Pole sells large items. Yeah, there's worlds where I need to go to Pole, in fact.
For me, this is talking fast.
Double whammy is there. Deal damage equal to 15% of your max health. My max health, 3,322. So 15% of that is 490 something. So in 12 seconds, this does 490 damage twice. And it will scale up. However, if I am defending enough with these, then this does that much quicker. Igloo, when you freeze, shield 20 and a money tree. I'll be rolling here. Oh boy, that was one of the hits. That's unfortunate. Yikes. That's 2 of them. Okay. Vineyard, when you use an item, heal equal to this item's value. And then, because you healed, trigger the bushel. The bushel shields you. Waha! Yay! However, there's also Fort. When you use an item, shield 10. So it's so much less than the model ship. But it's another property. So the Iwashi Wily Bird gets another cast, which is nice. It's not a property that gets used, so the ATM doesn't boost. But it increases all the enemy cooldowns by 1 second, giving me more time to stall. If I can increase the shielding that the Fort is giving me, it's a lot better. Model ship only gives the shield when adjacent items are used. Fort will use it anytime. It's definitely Fort.
This money, what should I do with it?
That's what I think the substitution is. But I do recognize that I just cut a lot. A really really huge. I'm going to get rid of the kukri and the bushel and the bandages now. I know that they don't have a place to play here. Middle sells medium items, which mainly at this point for me would be an ATM upgrade. Snack time mountain pass. I'm worried this doesn't scale as much. So, model ship. And it had another item next to it, right? So, every 2.8 seconds, Uwashi Wali Bird triggers for 2 times. And the other item also basically the same. So this triggers 3 times for 310 over the course of that 3-second period. If I put Fort on instead... If I put Fort on instead, then we get 3 triggers of the Iwashi Wali Bird for just under 100. Half a trigger of Monocle and 1 trigger of Force Field as well. So we're up to 150 compared to 300. So we're about halving our shielding value right now. Which I don't know if that's... I don't know if this is a good time to do that. Because my shielding doesn't scale up. Slowing enemy cooldowns a full second is really big, though. I can't underestimate the impact of that.
I should warn you.
I hope that this enemy has ammo, and then I just have enough max HP that they can't actually win. They are an ammo build, but they do have port and repeater and a gold tier cannon and diamond barrel, so I actually expect to take a lot of damage in this fight. Thankfully, all of their cooldowns are slowed down. The repeater is no longer going off until the port starts keeping up a better pace with it. Yeah, we'll lose this. That's a shame.
Fall like a boulder.
I flow like the waves.
I don't know if the model ship would have changed that outcome, though.
Myself and I still lost.
Kev's Armory, health, toughness, and shield items.
Yeah, looks so vulnerable.
Gosh damn it. Shielded Hogwash? Shielded Hogwash. When you heal, gain 15 max health for the fight. Also, when you heal, shield 30. Very cool. It's even a property that activates, so it'll haste its adjacent items courtesy of the tall buildings. This is when you use an item, this is when you heal. Only, I have more heal triggers than I have use triggers if I have Vineyard on board, duplicating my heals, which I don't. I'm gonna roll. There's the spiked shield again. And honestly, I think it's time to get rid of the force field and put the spiked shield back in play. If I sell the force field... There's also Robe here, which is really good. When you shield, your shield items gain 2 shield for the fight. I'm going to get the Spiky shield. I'm going to sell the Monocle. And I'm going to put the Robe on field. That's our build. The ATM is hasting the Spiky shield as well as the Iwashi Wali Bird. we're getting now scaling for our shield from Robe. When we shield, our shield items gain 2 shield for the fight. So every time we use an item, all of our shield items gain 2 shield for the fight. I think we found it. Shielded succulents there. Neat, but not relevant. Please. Oh, gosh. Your shield items get 1 shield per level, and it affects all of my items on board. Yeah, I want that. Dare to risk some coin with the shrouded figure? Sure. 2 to 4 experience, thank you. 2 experience, unfortunately. I got another experience from moving a space, but it was only 2 experience total. Burninator bot. Joyful Jack is irrelevant to us, as Joyful Jack is poison. Heal and poison. They also have Rapid Thaw, which would be nice. And then there's the Burninator bot. Not really. Joyful Jack has... Here's the thing. Burninator bot can't give me anything that I care about. It does give me, however, 2 more money and 1 more experience. Joyful Jack rarely gives me anything I care about, but if it does give me something I care about, it'll be Rapid Thaw, which is when your opponent freezes your items, reduce the duration by 1 second. The fact that freeze is one of the most likely things to completely ruin a run, I think means I need to take this, like, what, 1 in 11 chance or something like that?
Back to the patch for me, it seems. Not all Jabalians are pacifists.
Poison. Give your leftmost poison item. Poison, poison. No, thank you. Curio. Sell bronze junk items. Yes, I want cooldown reduction mostly. Is there a world where model ship replaces the ATM? It does give a lot of shielding. ATM gives hastes to its adjacents, but model shield... Obviously, I lose 1 additional multicast trigger from the Awashiwali. And it happens less commonly because the ATM is not hasting it. ATM actually might be required for that, just for the speed of it all. But the model ship would shield us a lot more in that period of time.
I got everything you need. Just a matter of finding it.
Oh, wow! That's cooldown reduction, baby! Not only do we get the knee brace, increasing the cooldown of items on boards, giving you the ability to decrease a higher static number, we also get 2 cooldown reduction items in Clockwork Brace and Feather.
It's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
The item that I should reduce the cooldown of the most is definitely the Spiky shield still, I think. Okay, and then we get Clockwork Blade, and then we sell that. There we go, some good cooldown reductions there. We'll roll. 10 max HP doesn't matter that much to me. Damage doesn't matter. Healing from the Awashiwali, nothing wrong with upgrading that. Crusher Claw. Your shield items gain 2 shield for the fight every 8 seconds, and then you also deal damage equal to the highest shield value of items you have. I don't think that's for this build. Plan for some 2 regen though. Get a tool. Tools are most likely to be... middle sells medium items. No, we've got so many mediums I care about upgrading.
Right for you.
I'm gonna buy and sell that cargo shorts.
I used to offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird.
3% crit chance to the board. And also 30 max HP. I was really hoping for the 3 shields for the entire board pickup there. Would be nice. Belt for 75 max HP. There's also Globe, which I could hold in my inventory for some max HP every time the round rolls over. I think it's time to get rid of the model ship at this point. I'm focusing on keeping the knee brace for the cooldown reduction tech. Maybe 100 max HP doesn't mean anything to me. Maybe it's not time to get the globe. Leftmost shield item gets 2 shield per level is real relevant for the fort. 420 max HP though. No, I need this to have a high enough number that I am actually gaining shield. Because if the enemy does manage to bite through my shield, then suddenly Spiky shield doesn't matter at all. It does nothing. It does 46 damage to the enemy, and then it does 46 shield and then 46 damage to the enemy. It's nothing. This enemy is scaling well. Combat Core is going to be scaling them very, very well. They've got a lot of shielding, and Force Field is the damage applicator for that, but thankfully, my Spike Shield is attacking commonly enough. They're attacking twice as often as me with the Force Field, so they will get a good Force Field hit on me, but thankfully, I controlled their shield the entire time before that.
No hard feelings, right?
Any item in the Bazaar and I'm rich.
Hope you packed a change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
Scrap for giving 8 additional shielding to every item activation. Admittedly, that's
That
pretty
belongs
good.
in a museum, but I guess you can keep it.
Gumballs. Oh, I gotta go medium items. There's so many upgrades to hit.
I'll help you find who does.
Dog, when you sell a small item, this gains 9 damage. I love it. I'd love to be able to use it. I can't use it. Anyway, bye-bye. Stained glass window. It's a property itself. When you win a fight with the stained glass window, your properties gain 4 value. They lose value. When you lose it, the property to the right has double value in combat. And when there's 4 or fewer items in play, their cooldown's reduced by 10%. I don't see that build, really. I don't see it as a thing. I haven't run it. So that's probably why, TBH. Wait, it's gotta be weapons platform. Weapons platform? It has something I want, right? Yes, when you use a large item, I don't do that. Never mind, weapons platform has nothing I want. Elite Duelist. Your weapons have lifesteal is an option to pick up there. Other than that, not really relevant. Alright, I'm going weapons platform just for the biggest impact. Oh man, that Uzi has a 3-second cooldown rather than the 2-second cooldown. That hurts. Good work, Fort. Upgrading this fort as soon as possible so that it gives enemy cooldowns 2 seconds additional is huge. I need to do that.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe too nice.
Admittedly, this probably is the best result. Battery for 4 seconds, each 4 seconds rather, charge the item to the left of this 3 seconds. It has some ammo in it. Get a tool, temporary boost, or sell tools. Show me the sold tools.
I make the things they fix things with.
There's a globe for 200 HP each day. and I now have inventory space for it.
There's
Hard to
always
turn that down.
tool you thought you'd never need that ends up saving your butt.
There's a grindstone for scaling weapon damage. Stopwatch, freeze both players' items for 2 seconds. If I could counter that myself, maybe. But it's also very slow, and it doesn't contribute towards my defense. There's the upgrade. Upgrading the robe would give, when you shield, your shield items gain 3 shield for the fight, which is nice. But the fact is, Fort gets 2 seconds worth of enemy cooldown reduction. Or enemy cooldown increase, rather, sorry. Reduction would be awful. So we'll be tending that way, thank you.
Got any new playlists for me? Feel the tunes, heal the wounds.
I really only wanted a new Washiwali upgrade, so I don't know why I came here. I'm sorry.
Are you sure? You're kind of bleeding.
I think the haste that the ATM gives is more powerful than the model ship. I legitimately think that I need to keep the haste on the Awashiwali and the spiked shields because it reduces their cooldowns. Like the Awashiwali bird, it reduces its cooldown by like 25%. But I also think if I fielded that right now, I might even be stronger right now. I'm getting rid of it. The J Young. Oh, you've lost a lot of fights so far. They will have a enchanted item, which I should definitely be aware of. Oh, that's tough. It's deadly golf clubs, so it's got a 66% chance to crit, but realistically, this board doesn't look like it is gonna survive until then. The enemy does poison me every time they heal with their equivalent exchange. It's just... they're also not really slowing down my spiked shield growth, so I just get to hit them in the face for a couple K. Collect a 7th win. Thank you. Nufu! I hear that guy sells skills.
Experience is treasure.
If you have exactly 1 weapon, it has lifesteal and 10% crit. Cool. I'll take it. I'll give it lifesteal. Why not?
A blade can prune a garden.
Means worth sell small and large items, but I'm gonna go to a... ooh.
Slow your enemies, and their rage resembles peace.
Heavy Atlas Stone. Every 8 seconds, deal 1 damage. Then double this weapon's damage for the fight. Whoa. I mean, obviously you need to increase its base damage so that it's already doing well, but the fact that you... so you want this to kill on the 2nd trigger, basically. I don't see that. It's definitely not in this build. Heavy Matchbox is cool. When you use a non-burn on my... when you use a non-weapon item, burn 1. When you use a non-weapon item, slow 1. It's nice, but I don't think it goes in this build. Oh, marbles. When you use an adjacent small item, slow 3 items for 3 seconds. Putting that next to the Awashiwali bird and just constantly freezing the enemy stuff. Not freezing, slowing. That said, they're already very slowed by the fort. Void Colossus.
Is more your speed.
Yeah, so Void Colossus has Eye of the Colossus, giving them the ability to destroy my stuff. They could just destroy the Spiky Shield, in which case I probably lose that fight. I could also go against the Sparring Partner, though. Because sparring partner will give me a lot of money. And it'll also give me a scrap for improving the fort. Yeah, let's scale against the sparring partner. Show me how well this can do.
Beating me up.
I will. You can already see all of the defense stats scaling up. The fort is giving a lot more armor. Shield, I guess?
So many repairs.
Shield, yeah. Item activation.
You really improved. Excellent work. Very painful.
So now the Sandstorm is going to have to outpace our shielding. Actually, I suspect it can. I don't have enough, like, haste on the board.
Well done. I'm completely.
I think this fight only ends when it gets to 600 damage on the Sandstorm, and you're still alive. Which I don't know if I'm gonna scale well until then. Said I'll definitely get a hell of a lot of money out of punching the enemy in the face. We'd scale 50% faster with the robe upgraded so that it gives 3 shield to all items on any shield use. Yeah, starting to lose my shield pretty dramatically here.
Good job. Oh, so many repairs.
Alright, survived pretty well. Got like 30 gold out of that.
This isn't defeat, it's training.
Goldie, you sell gold tier items, so why don't you sell me an ATM or a robe? Coward. Kev's Armory, you sell... Ooh.
I can fool some for ya.
Shielded ATM. Well, that's fun. Yeah, I'll upgrade my income by 5 by picking that up, and now it gains shield equal to quadruple our income. Now, when you shield an ATM, though, what happens? Like, is it doubling? Yeah, it doubles the shield. Okay, cool, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, now ATM actually legitimately wants to stay on board. That's great. Pawn shop here, when you sell an item, this gains value. You have extra health equal to this value. Not really our kind of thing. Shielded Subscraper. Heal 4 times the value for other items, and shield equal to the value for other items. No, thank you. Monopoly. Shield equal to triple your gold in 6 seconds. Just not really the kinds of things that we need at this point. But hey, you upgraded the shielded ATM, so... I gotta tell you, I'm over the moon with that. Yangness.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Ooh. First time you use Chorus Fight, freeze an enemy item for 6 seconds. When you use a small item, you charge a large item for a second. That's gonna get the Cosmic Core and the Deadly Force Field to attack a lot. Now, are you capable of scaling yours better than me? When you freeze, haste the core for 2 seconds. First time you use a large item. Okay, so they have a lot of slow triggers from individual skills. Yeah, unfortunately, they did get me with the Deadly Force there at the end. They managed to just slow really, really important items on my field, unfortunately, at the start for a really long time.
And I still lost.
10% max health for 500 health is really good. But I think I might need to still keep pace, so I'm going to go shield multiplier, 12 additional shield to each of my items. 300 max HP, Artisan Dunes. I don't really feel like I need to go to the Artisan Dunes. Let's go to Kina. Please give me Silk. Billboard! Your other items have +1 value. We take that. because you can just keep that in your inventory and benefit consistently. There's Silk. Unfortunately, not Robe. Fixer Upper and Pickles are here. I'm just trying to figure out right now if there's ever a world where Pickles actually does go on the board. When you win a fight, get a Pickle. I'm going to take it and see what Pickles it generates. Globe, I think I have to get rid of now. And rewards. I'll get rid of rewards soon. Shield skills from Fortis, thank you so much. Anything that scales my amount of shielding, please. Small shield items have 30 shield. Your large shield items have 72 additional shield. On Fort, that matters so much. And Specialist, but Specialist doesn't matter now. Like, Fort is where all of the shielding happens. We'll take heavy shielding. There's Sparring Partner again. I really don't think I need that gold. I think I had that from so many other things right now. I think I go to Veteran Octopus. I don't know if Pickles activates if it's in my inventory. That's my question. Does it activate if it's in my inventory? I'm not certain. I'd love to know. So why don't you tell me, Veteran Octopus, once I beat you? Also, ooh, accident. Also, please drop the octopus. Just give me 50 gold from the octopus, please.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Okay, yeah, we didn't get it. Which means Pickles needs to be on board to get that, which means I'm not going to be using Pickles. Get a heal item. Oh, no, shield items gain shield. Definitely a gain. Rukon sells weapon skills. I'm going to go there. Because there are... Unless I use large item. Nope. Like Specialist, that's an example, but there's also defensive stance. When you use a weapon, your shield items gain 20 shield for the fight. That's not bad. It's not huge, admittedly. But it's not bad. JJ sells items, lost and found at Jules Cafe. Let's go to JJ's.
I mean, a customer.
Abacus, shield equal to twice the value of adjacent items. It's pretty good, but I need more triggers than I need anything else. Iwashi Wali and Bushel, no thank you. There's the stained glass window at Diamond here. A business card?
So, how about this weather where...
Which I'll pick up and put next to the rewards card. Pickles is not going to work, so I will get rid of that. And I'm going to get rid of the knee brace. Giving myself enough inventory space to pick up the 3 spare change and then sell them for 3 because they'll have additional value from the billboard. Kimtroverted. Same, bud.
I should warn you.
Don't call me. Don't beat me if you want to reach me. Send me a text at most, and I will respond in 5 to 7 business days. Kimtroverted. They're also on their shield game gain. Mine is gaining a lot faster. Enemy cooldowns are increased by 2 seconds. They're doing the same thing to me that I'm doing to them. Ooh, that felt good.
You've got potential. I bet I'll see you again.
Goldie sells gold tier items. Aerodrome goes almost anywhere. Almost anywhere. I'd go to skills. I'm going skills. All right. Fortis self shield skill. That's who I want. Your medium shield skills have additional 60. It's fine. This use large. They have additional to your level. Sure, I'll take the additional 60 on those. And then Nufu, who sells skills. Great, love that guy.
Vein of wisdom, since you have come to me.
When you use a weapon, your shield items gain 30 shield. The fact that the spiky shield only activates every 8.6 seconds makes that really tough to take. Back up defenses. First time you fall low enough health, shield equal to 20% of your max health. Because I scale up, something like backup defenses gives me the ability to get back in the game after I've been knocked. I think that's worth something to us. Focus Enforcer. Is there anything in these? Is there anything in the Master Alchemist or Trash Titan Force? Master Alchemist, absolutely not. In no way. Trash Titan, when you use a small item, charge a large item, and your large weapons. Nope, absolutely irrelevant. Let's take out the Volcus Enforcer.
Stand down and submit to cryification.
Spiky Shield's coming online, buddy. You better get ready. Brace your body. It will arrive. Oh, man. Enemy's getting a whole lot of value. They're freezing that Spiky Shield consistently. Get hit in the face again with that ice pick. That's kind of rude. Thankfully, the sandstorm will clear up who should win this fight, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, no, the ice pick came out again. The enemy had 96 health at the very end of that fight. That's wild.
You just motivated me to get stronger.
I legitimately didn't think there was a chance. First time you fall below half health each fight, use your highest shield item. When you use a property, so every 3 seconds, give 5 shield to my shield items? That's not bad. When your enemy has more health than you, your shield items have their cooldowns reduced by 20%. That's not commonly going to happen unless I am losing to them, in which case that's... like, maybe I want emergency shield instead. First time you fall below half health each fight, use your highest shield item. That'll trigger shield at ATM and fort and robe and also get haste on Uwashiwali and spiked. Let's get a small weapon. Pepper spray. My shield item gets 2 shield per level. That definitely goes on the fort. KJ, how's your build going, buddy?
You do see these tusks, right?
Do you think you can deal with these tusks? They're getting shielding and healing from their haste triggers. Whenever they use an adjacent item, they give other adjacent items haste for 3 seconds. Whenever you use an item or crit an item, they charge the critical core. Wow, that's working a lot better for them than I thought it would. Hyper focus. They don't have only 1 medium item on board. When you crit, your shield items gain 20 shield for the fight. That's how they're scaling as fast as they are. When you use the core, your shield items gain more shield for the fight, including duct tape, which is triggering next to it. They've got emergency shield and reserve shield, same as we do. Just they're also over the top of us right now. Yikes. It's the fact that the shielded First Aiden is scaling to now give 500 shielding every haste trigger that's really hard to beat here. Alright, so that's enchantment time for us.
Are we meeting?
I'm going to put that on the fort, but I might take it off the fort.
I've come too far to fail now.
When I use an item, I poison one. Don't really care about that. That's not how damage comes to this field.
This world is full of noise.
Use a property. 4 off your items. Don't have that. Your shield items have additional shield for every 3 gold you have. This time you fall below a certain amount, get 40% of your max health. I'm going to take a roll. I want things that will make them scale better. When you crit, your weapons gain 20 damage for the fight. Your left one says more crit. And that was a pretty big whiff. I'm going to... Yeah, there we go. I'm going to pop left eye on Spiky Shield just to give it 20% crit chance.
Your enlightenment is my reward.
Let's hit up Midsworth.
All things in moderation. In life and business.
Spices scales the damage of an item, which we don't want to do. Igloo and, yep, a lot of things there I don't really care about, unfortunately.
Probably wanted a large item.
I wonder if I really want the damage from sparring. It's damage, the money from sparring the sparring partner right now. If Void Colossus's first destruction is my Spiky Shield, I'm pretty sure I then just lose.
Go ahead. Hit me as hard as you want.
Alright, buddy, I've got a lot better scaling than I did before. It's still not incredible, mine. That is a lot better.
I am utterly rocked and socked. You really improved. I am utterly rocked and socked. Well done. I'm completely destroyed.
So you say.
Excellent work. Very painful. Good job. So many repairs.
We're still getting higher.
Well done. I'm completely destroyed.
Importantly, we are getting as much money as I'm really going to need to try and push through the next couple of shops with rolls, to look for things aggressively. Oh boy. The most obvious thing I'm looking for is robe. I want robe upgrade. I want to be able to scale my shield faster. Scaling my shield faster is also anything that gives us more triggers of shields. Washi Whirly is such a tough pick for this board. Because it does give a lot of triggers. It has that benefit. I don't think I've fallen below enough health here to... Oh, I just triggered it, the hunker down. There we go.
Victory.
I'll bounce back from this.
I feel like gumballs don't really change
Mine is highly concentrated. I think that suits you beautifully.
anything that's happening at the moment for us. Kukri, when you heal, this gains 30 damage for the fight. Brass Knuckles.
Now that's quality.
Yeah. Business card and rewards card. I'm just leaving them there for value later. Signet ring. At the start of each hour, gain 20 max HP. Also, you have 2 income.
Diamonds come in small boxes.
Zara, you have haste, and I just need any haste skills I can afford. Some you fall below half health each fight. Haste your items 2 seconds. The first 5 times you crit each fight. I don't crit often enough to do that. So I think it's bold under pressure, just so that if I ever get to below half health, so many things trigger that suddenly I'm back in the game. I'm going to sell the rewards card now, as I need to keep the signet ring, the business, the cash register. I'm keeping the business because I know it has a unique item interaction in some of the later events. I'd like to get those.
Are you sure? Noticed I'm huge?
What? Oh, they have an infinite. This is really frustrating. Toxic pufferfish when you haste, poison 42. They also have sick burn when you poison, burn 1. They also have the trebuchet. When you burn, haste an item for 3 seconds.
The elder told me I never listened.
I've had that combo off camera, and I really want it on camera so damn bad so that I can show you all the Going Infinite episode. It'll happen. I need it to happen before it gets removed from the game, though, because y'all just saw what happened there. Yikes. Hey, my name's Rhapsody. Name of the game. Best believe that was the Bazaar. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendation is down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the thank tier. And a special thanks this episode to Eloise. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see y'all and get our 10th chest next time.